Hello folks, this is Dave. Happy 10 days till Super Bowl. Hey, this is my 2026 January card pickups. I am going to do things a little bit differently this month. As I'm going to do little snippets as I go along, as I pick up cards, so I can file them away and put them in my binders and so forth. Some of you wonder what I did with all the eBay gift cards I got last month. So let me show you with this first little video clip.
So you open this stuff up early in the month because I wanted to get them filed away. You'll see what they are Mariner team sets. This is the 2002 set of cards. And so what I've been doing is I've got all the team sets from 1977, their first year, up through 2000. And so I've been ordering from, one is a seller on eBay called the Team Set Guy, and he has these sets by year, and if you buy enough of them, I think it was like 30 bucks worth, you got free shipping, as opposed to $3.50 plus 50 cents for every one thereafter. So I got that from the Team Set Guy, and this I got from another eBay seller, CNR Cards. I like the way this guy packages them up. He puts actual years on the front, so I can sort them easily. Anyway, I got those. I'm going to put those in my binders, and I'm getting close to completing all the team sets. From all the Mariner team sets from the first year, 1977 through 2025 now. Still need to put together a 2001 set. That's the most expensive one just because it has Ichiro's rookie in it. But let me go down to my card shop and see if they have them and can find them in the quarter box, just for fun. Anyway, that's it.
So I got a ComC order in today. It's been 28 days on the nose when I submitted these in December. So let me just show you them quickly. Vern Stevens, 1950 Bowman and 1952 Bowman. I collect Vern Stevens cards, doing a player run. Here's the 1991 archives of his 53 Topps card. Also finally got the 59 #1 card, Ford Frick. Dick Stickman and Billy Consolo, high number 60 cards. Walt Dropo for my player run. Here's a 1961 Fleer Baseball Greats, Dazzy Vance. I'm nearing the completion of that set. 1961 Topps, Bob Boyd, one of the first 20 players in black players in major leagues. ComC Green, first black player for the Red Sox, along with his brother, Cornell Green. Who knew? I picked up a 1990 Ken Griffey Jr. that I never had, and back to the 62 cards. Here's Jim Gilliam for my player run. I believe you pronounce it Gillum, actually. I heard a relative say. And Reds. Some green tint cards of Hal Reniff, Carl Wiley, and Eddie Yost. Shout out to Bader. Here's a Tommy Harper Topps Decal. Here is a Milton Bradley Don Mincher. So these are Pilots cards, and so I collect oddball Pilot stuff. And a Rich Rollins, and this one is a 69 Sports Collectors photo stamps. And I'm not sure why I got the Hank Aaron card, but never can have too many Hank Aaron cards. And then to the football, let me show you these. 57 Bob Boyd, different from the baseball Bob Boyd, and a bunch of 1960 cards, and this is close to completing my 1960 set. In fact, I think it does. Earl Morrall, Howard Hopalong Cassidy, Terry Barr, Jim Taylor, Packers. You know, I'm not even sure that's Jim Taylor. If anybody knows who it is on that card, let me know. Maybe it's Jim Taylor. I don't think so. Rams team card, Charlie Connerly with the Giants, Frank Gifford Giants, Alex Webster, Rick Barnes, Bobby Walston, Bobby Lane, also played with the Detroit Lions, John Henry Johnson, Ernie Stotner, Carl Brettschneider, Leo Sugar, Y.A. Tittle, also went on to play with the Giants. great quarterback. Hugh McElhaney from University of Washington also went on to have a great career in the NFL, played with the Vikings as well as 49ers, and is a Hall of Famer. 49er team set. These are the 1961 cards. Bill Wade for the Bears, shown in his Rams uniform we played for previously. Then some football highlights cards. One of Eddie LeBaron, Johnny Unitas, and one of Brown's Milt Plum. And a team card. And I think the one I'm missing here is the one of Jim Brown, which is a bit more expensive, and I just didn't buy it this time. So that's what I got from ComC. I went to my card store, and here's another video of pickups I made this time. So these are the 92 Pacific Husky, Washington Husky set, and I've been collecting a few more to go, and also collect just miscellaneous Husky cards, Husky players. Then I got some vintage or golden age, what do you want to call them? This is a 53 tops, 57, 58 Pirates team card. Clementi's on that. Bill Skowron, All-Star Bob Buell, some 63s with the Houston Colt 45s. Bob Aspromonte, Bob Bruce, Don Notabart, Pete Runnels, and a 57 football card. These are just a stack of kind of Mariner card players, huge Jay Buhner fans. Watch out here. Jim Presley was I felt a good third baseman for a pretty mediocre team or poor team. And so I'm collecting various Mariner cards. Of course, Cooper Hummel, a prospect, and just some different things. Eric Bedard used to be on the Mariners for a second. A schedule, Griffey on it. Oh, Sonics card. Marvin Webster, the human eraser. Some player run type cards. Frank Howard, Bobby Thompson. Some Gaylord Perry. Some Thompson cards. Bryce Harper. I just kind of picked those up because they seem inexpensive. Bobby Shantz and the great J.R. Richard. Some in kind of response to Drew Clean Cheap Shots, Washingtonians. I showed some of these players on my VR, but other Washingtonians, maybe I'll just pick those up as I find them inexpensive. Huge fan of Dale Murphy as well. So here's a Stadium Club, 2024 Stadium Club. I bought a pile of those, but here's one of Murphy. You can kind of see that I'm picking up miscellaneous cards here of Dale Murphy. Some of them part of his PSA run of cards. I use that checklist sometimes. And I just decided to pick up Hall of Famers. I see them inexpensive. So these were out of the 4 for $1 box. And so Donnie Baseball, Dave Winfield. Some of these are not Hall of Famers, but Hall of Very Good, and maybe one day be Hall of Famers. George Brett, Dave Parker, Fernando, Robin Yount, Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, great Jack Morris, Ted Simmons, Wade Boggs, Beltran, probably get in this year, and Andrew Jones probably get in this year. At least I'm guessing they will. Roger Maris and Joe Jackson. And then kind of on to those Stadium Club cards, 2024 top Stadium Clubs. They just have vintage players and newer players as well in there. But these are all kind of mostly vintage guys. Just super pictures. Very shiny. And satchel. Getting close to the bottom here. Some Conlon cards. Just some folks here I thought I would pick up. I had a whole bunch of these, and I did pick them all up. Quarter a piece. But I'm not going to get a pie trainer anytime soon. Bob Feller. And Big Train. And I got some Negro Leagues cards. I may have some of these already. I don't have a good checklist of those, but that's Ted Williams Card Company. Alan Ginter, another Stadium Club, a bunch more Ted Williams. So some of these I think I have, but anyway, This I picked up from the card store. So these are cards I picked up at Diamond in the Mall in Mount Lake Terrace, Washington. I met Bader there. You should check out Bader's Hobby Life. Great, great channel, vintage and 50s stuff into the 60s, as you can see here. So these are cards that I picked up. I couldn't find any 62s that I was looking for, but I picked up these cards. Milwaukee team set, Pirates team set. They would have Aaron and Clemente on there. Tommy Davis, Steve Barber, Stan Lopata, Darryl Dalrymple, Marv Breeding, and then some all-star cards. Johnny Antonelli, Camilo Pasquale, Al Kaline. That card's not perfect, but I got him in the set. Roger Maris, and the most expensive pickup was this Hank Aaron. So let me show you some further eBay pickups, gift cards going to work. I've been picking up some Les Richter cards. I'll have an episode on Les Richter coming up, hopefully before Super Bowl, just so it fits into football season. Picked up some add-ons to the Mariner team sets, cards that weren't included in the sets or miscellaneous cards. So I picked a bunch of those up. I have a couple of volleyball cards. Who knew I collected volleyball? Here is Hannah Worth, played for Nebraska, the Cornhusker. Shout out Drew, clean cheap shots, turned me on to this card. Okay, so at this point I need to cut in because I really messed up Hannah's relationship to her relatives. So let me start from the top. At the top you see Dick Ducky Schofield. And then he had a son, Dick Schofield, played for the Angels, and a daughter, Kim, pictured on the right. Kim had a husband, Dennis Worth, who also played in the major leagues. And their children are Dennis Worth, Kim's biological son, and Dennis's stepson. And they had a daughter, Hannah, who played volleyball at the University of Nebraska and is now coaching volleyball at community college level. So I think that straightens it out, hopefully. Carolyn Jeravicius played for Penn State, and her father, Joe Jeravicius. So to my relatives, father and daughter cards in those cases. A couple of custom cards, first MLB players for the Phillies, John Kennedy, and with Cincinnati Reds, Nino Escalera. Here are some further to the 92 Washington Husky Great cards. So I'm picking up those. And these go in the Mariner sets. Here is, I'm going to shout out Tony Talks Cards here. George Crow, I collect him. I've got virtually a run of him, except for his rookie card, which is super expensive. Maybe I'll look for that at Strongsville. But this is a Johnston Cookie card. I like that a lot, and Tony turned me on to that. And a miscellaneous mantle card. Back to the relative cards. Here I have Annabelle Lee, who now I'm just standing here, I can't remember. I believe he was the aunt of Bill Lee. So relatives there. I am a Richie Ashburn collector, so I think I got this card actually for his 57 set, for my 57 set of cards. I got an autograph for him and a shiny card for him. I will do an episode of Richie Ashburn one day. And a couple of the shiny cards that I got. Andre Dawson and Goose Gossage. And let me show you a couple other things here. I won a little mini giveaway from Brock's Boys, Aaron and Jordan. I won this card, this judge card from the nice list, and he threw in a bunch of other cards too, including a bunch of Mariners cards. So super nice of you. Appreciate that. And besides for that, he threw in a Honus Wagner card. How nice of him. Actually, coasters that he sent for some T206 cards and so forth. And so super generous. Those are so awesome. Thank you so much. And finally, I contacted Mike at Scoots Collectible, and I kind of was asking how I pick up hockey cards. I collect Kraken cards, and I got some for the first year. Was trying to catch up, and he informed me how to collect. And he said, "Hey, I got some Kraken cards. So before you buy any, here, why don't you wait to see what I send to you?" So super nice of him. Just I'm collecting Kraken sets like I do Mariner sets. So thanks so much, Mike. Awesome of you. And here, the continuing saga of the baseball kidlet cards. Nailed it second. I got to this card sent from Brooklyn. Best regards to you and Ma and Pa, from John Minute to Master Fred Stackelforth, or Stackfless. Not sure, but somebody in New York, probably a little boy. And my grandmother, when she'd send me a birthday card, she would say, Master David Thompson. That's what people did back in the day. So here I got 2 out of the 8 cards now. And I might as well tack on one last thing here. I picked up these at the Diamond in the Mall card shop that I showed earlier. Here is a 61 AFL cards. I don't have many of those, and I just discovered these. I have all the NFL cards, not the AFL. So I picked up these cards for 57, and Steve Gromek famously was the man who hugged Larry Doby after the World Series, I believe, in Cleveland. Dick Donovan, actually the first card I ever remember opening in a pack in 1957. Mine's a little bit destroyed, and this one's not. Dave Pope, former Negro Leaguer, and some others. There's Dave Pope again. I think that's a 56, right? And Curtis Pride, Curtis Roberts, first pirate player, black pirate player. And just got some other cards. Charlie Neal and some 58s. Cards I didn't have. Charlie Lau, great hitting coach. Bob Speak, Bobby Thompson. I'm starting to do his run. Oh, I never noticed. Pinhole. Shout out to you, Mookie Chilson. Bobby Shantz, player run. Ralph Lumente. Tom Morgan, Bobby O'Connell, Bobby Morgan, Billy Consolo, Ted Lepsio, a couple of Boog Powell cards that I'm collecting. So that's my pickups for the month. I appreciate you watching. You all come back now. Here.